Hi there, welcome back to Markets at Noon. Let's interact with the management of Viatec Wabag on their latest order win that they've received from the government of Nepal. And let's tell you a little bit more about this order. This order is from the Melamchi Water Supply Development Board of the Nepal government and is in the range of $30 to $75 million, which the company classifies as a large order. Let's understand a little bit more about this order, the timeline, the capex, and the outlook going ahead overall as well. We have Mr. Skanda Prasad Sitaraman, the CFO at Viatec Wabag, joining us on the show. Mr. Sitaraman, hi, good afternoon, and thanks so much for joining us today. Thank you for your time. Give us a sense on the timeline for the deployment of this order. By when will this plant be ready? What is the outlook? And more importantly, what is the capex required for the setup of this plant?
Hi, good afternoon. Thank you for having us on your show. Very good afternoon to your viewers. This is a repeat order from the Melamchi Water Supply Board, Government of Nepal. It's an ADB funded project for the largest water treatment plant in Nepal today. It's a 255 MLD project, which is going to come as part of a water treatment complex, which along with this plant will treat over 400 MLD of water. This is adjacent to the earlier plant that we had built in 2017. And we are also building the sludge management capacity and the disinfection capacity for the entire complex, which is going to eventually be over 500 million liters per day. But as of now, with this current order, this will be over 400 million liters per day. The project is a EPC and O&M. We call this a design, build, operate project. A 36-month construction period followed by a 5-year O&M, and it's a large order, as you rightly said, in our classification, which is over 30 million USD to 75 million USD range of capex and opex together.
Right. Mr. Sitaraman, hi, this is Ankita also joining in. You mentioned this is an EPC contract, and as I can see, you've seen a dip in the gross margins due to your EPC contracts. Is there likely to be an improvement going ahead? Give us some color on that.
I'm not sure where you see the margin dip, because even in this quarter, we delivered over 13% or close to 14% margins for the half year and over 14% for the quarter as well. So in our opinion, we are in line with the 13 to 15% EBITDA, which we had promised to the investors and the market, and we are well on track along with the profitable growth. So we grew by 18% on top line, and we grew by over 20% at the PAT level, generating a positive cash and net cash position. We closed over 650 crores. So from our point of view, and I think we have also explained it over the call, there were questions around understanding the margin. We have clarified that as well. It is also clear now that we have grown profitability and our margins are well within the range that we had promised.
Okay, and Mr. Sitaraman, also help us understand your order book, if I have it correctly, stands at about 16,000 crores right now. What are some of the orders in the pipeline, if you could throw some light over there, and what is the phasing timeline of this order book?
See, the order book currently stands at over 16,000 crores, as you rightly said. Close to about 11,000 crores is EPC, which would pan out over a 2 to 3 year timeline, depending on each project's timeline. The O&M is a more longer term. We have projects ranging from 5 to 7 to 15 to even 20 years O&M. The Chennai desalination plant is going to be operated for a 20-year period post its commissioning period. So those are long-range contracts which will kind of face revenues over the 5, 7, 10, 15, 20-year period. The EPC will be over a 2 to 3 year period. We've also specified that we are in a preferred position in projects of over 3,000 crores across the world, both international and Indian geography. In India, largely PSU and industrial projects is what we are seeing as the next few order flows. And internationally, we are looking at both desalination projects as well as wastewater treatment projects in the Middle East and African region, with a large dominance from the Middle East, especially from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and the other GCC countries.
Right, Mr. Sitaraman, your revenues have also seen a healthy growth. What is going to be the incremental revenue impact as a result of all these order wins going ahead? You mentioned it is going to take a few, it's a matter of few years, but what's going to be the incremental impact?
See, last year we gave a medium-term outlook for a 3 to 5 year period where we stated that we will grow at a 15 to 20% CAGR over the next 3 to 5 years, which means our target is to double our revenues over this period at least. So 15 to 20% will take us to that. And the current order book, as well as the robust order pipeline, plus the tailwinds that we see for this sector, not just in India, also in most of the international geographies, the amount of investment that is going in from the multilaterals and the government policy push is only going to help us be hopefully much better than what we are targeting. But a 15 to 20% with a target of doubling our revenues over the next 3 to 5 years is our target, and we are well on track as far as that is concerned. You've seen that in the last year and in the current year, even up to now. We have grown profitably, and our top line has grown in this range which we have guided the market.
Right. And lastly, Mr. Sitaraman, before we let you go, if you could give us a sense on what your order mix is looking like. Currently, 83% products, orders are from the EPC segment and 17 from operation and maintenance, which are recurring in nature. Any change in the order mix going ahead, or is this the balance that you will be maintaining?
Okay. I think the 83-17 is more between municipal and industrial. If you see our order book, we would have close to 65-35 between EPC and O&M, because the large O&M book that we have is going to pan out over the period. Our medium-term target is also to take our O&M consistently to deliver over 20% of the overall revenues. And more importantly, as part of our strategy, we have made it clear that we will continue to grow as a global company. So that's where we are adding more geographies, penetrating more international countries and projects, and that's part of our strategy in going more in the GCC. We have our branch over there, which is targeting. We have entities over there, North Africa, Sub-Saharan Africa, Southeast Asia. So all the developing economies is what we are targeting to more diversify. We are present in over 27-30 countries today, and we will continue to add more countries to this list. Today, we are largely close to 50% of our order book and revenues from international geographies. And in the future, we would like to see that there is more and more dominance of the international geographies, while India will remain our home market. From a growth engine perspective, Middle East and Africa and all other international geographies should support.
All right, with that, we will let you go. Thank you so much for taking the time out and joining us and weighing in on the order book, the revenue guidance and so on. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
And moving